This is the Troll Patrol, live with Justin FREAKIN.
Welcome to the Troll Patrol, live. It's a freaking Monday. I'm freaking tired. I've completely screwed my sleep schedule up. The other night when I was on with producer Dave, late. I'm sorry, not late into the night, early into the morning. And then my pot dealer messaged me. It was like, hey, I'm going to be over. Like, messages me at like 8 o'clock, like I'm ever up at 8 o'clock. Like, hey, I'm going to be over there in an hour and a half. And I'm like, what? I was laying down. Okay, sure. What's up, Sky Comet? Degenerate indeed. I live in sexual anarchy. I don't know. Tonight's stream is just going to be Justin going over and laying on the couch and going night. That's what we're going to do. No. I got shit. I'm sleepy, but we're going to talk about shit. Stick around until the very end, because tonight's animal video is a monkey wearing pants feeding a puppy. Now, are you going to want to miss that? A monkey wearing pants feeding a puppy. Now, if that is not a good enough teaser to keep you until the very end, I don't know what is. But like, you're gonna have to sit through a lot of bullshit to get there. We got shootings to talk about. A U.S. service member is a suspect in a Syrian bombing. Old Bori, over there in Britain wins his no confidence vote. I called him Bori. We're old pals. I was over there at the COVID lockdown parties that he's in trouble over. Wins his no confidence vote. Is the Summit of Americas, which apparently started today, is it a flop? I'm going to assume so, because I do a political talk show and I didn't realize that the Summit of the Americas was fucking today. It's already a flop. A suspect is in custody in the shooting over the weekend in Philadelphia. We've got video of the altercation that apparently led to the shooting. Senator Joe Manchin says he is open to an assault weapons ban, is open to raising the legal age to purchase a gun. Probably not going to overcome a filibuster, but hey, at least he tried. He's not going to be against ending the filibuster to actually pass those things. But in theory, he is for those things. In practice, not so much. There is going to be a recount in the Texas House District between Jessica Cisneros and Henry Cuellar. It is indeed Pride Month, and Alex Jones, pictured here, using his full power to protect the last 2 straight frogs during Pride Month. They're turning the friggin' frogs gay. Oh my god. Somebody on BitChute made one of the most hilarious comments. I wonder if I can get to it. Do I have an Alex Jones video? Is that what they were commenting on? Have I talked about Alex Jones not that long ago? Yes, YouTube took the video down. That's right. Yes, I found it. YouTube took the video down, and now I know what to say in order to win the appeal. I understand how to plead to them. Be like, yo, this is what's going on. So here you go. I've got one of the most hilarious. Hold on, I might have to check it, make sure there's no slurs that I can't show on screen because it's BitChute. Okay. What up, John Hughes? This was Leslie on BitChute. Sorry, but you lost credibility as soon as you said turn the frogs gay. If you really knew what Alex was talking about, then you'd know he was right. Read up on the effects of glyphosate. I'll choose to believe Alex. They're turning the friggin' frogs gay. Oh, ate a big old bowl of chili. Oh, fucking shit. What else are we talking about tonight? Oh, the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys have been indicted. Let them turn the freaking frogs gay. Is Alex Jones worried that he's going to be attracted to these gay frogs? Is that what's going on? Yeah, the Proud Boys. Enrique. Speaking of doobies, the Doobie Brothers had to cancel their tour because of COVID concerns, or cancel some shows on their tour. All these old fucks out here touring might not be the best idea because the pandemic is still going on. Oh wait, that was you? Warlord! I was gonna tell you. I said somebody commented the other day and said they were you, but like I've seen your YouTube handle is like Warlord Von Wolf, I thought. So I was like somebody was posing as you, and it had me a little concerned. Turn all the frogs gay for private. That's something. It's kind of like how Chicago turns the rivers green for St. Patrick's. We're gonna turn the frogs gay for Pride Month. I will hit the bong to that. We're going to talk about Elon Musk tonight, unfortunately. He's bitching about the DOJ. But I've got a point. I've got a way I can dunk on Elon, so that's why we're going to talk about him. Michael Cohen is predicting a Donald Trump indictment. You know, I have my doubts, but Michael Cohen is predicting that the DOJ will indict Donald Trump. I tried to get the audio, but like I would have had to actually listen to the Michael Cohen podcast, and that ain't happening. That nobody clipped it out for the Twitter. I have a reason, Sky Comment. Trust me. I've got a reason to talk about Elon Musk. who's apparently not going to be buying Twitter because, of course, he's not. Ooh, you want to talk about a bitch boy? We are going to talk about a bitch boy tonight. A bitch boy by the name of Kyle Rittenhouse. Would you guys like? I had him on the show once before. It was in the early days of the Troll Patrol. It was one of my biggest moments at the time. Interviewing Kyle Rittenhouse. We can have him back on if you would like. Talk about how he is unable to find a college that will take him. The latest is Texas A&M has said no to Kyle Rittenhouse. Israel is suing Paramount Pictures over the movie Top Gun. So I'm sure that's going to be funny. There's a reason for that. It's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day. I'm preparing for a long night on Thursday. Who knows how long they will go when we get to the January 6th hearings. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. God damn it. Hold on. No, I did not just get in the floor. If Sparkles is watching, if somebody that's familiar with the Freak Show, I did not just end up in the floor. No, I might. Tired. We're going to go over to England, where the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has won his no confidence vote.
I can report, as returning officer, that 359 ballots were cast, no spoiled ballots, that the vote in favour of having confidence in Boris Johnson as leader was 211 votes, and the vote against was 148 votes. And therefore, I can announce that the Parliamentary Party does have confidence.
I wish our Senate was more like Parliament. Just start banging on shit. Well, congratulations, Boris Johnson. Let's get the lowdown here from the BBC. Boris Johnson wins vote but suffers a large Tory rebellion. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has won the backing of the majority of Tory MPs in a confidence vote despite a significant revolt against his leadership. The PM won 59% of the vote, meaning he is now immune from a Conservative leadership challenge for a year. In all, 211 Tory MPs voted they had confidence in the PM's leadership, while 148 voted against him. Mr. Johnson described his confidence vote as decisive. Striking an upbeat tone, he said it was a very good and convincing result. Oh, I read that as if it was Trump. It was a very good, convincing result. An opportunity to put behind us all the stuff that the media goes on about. The result sees the Prime Minister remain in office, but critics said the scale of the rebellion against him showed his authority had been weakened, with some calling on him to resign. The vote share in support of Mr. Johnson was lower than the 63% received by former Prime Minister Theresa May when she won a party confidence vote in 2018 before resigning 6 months later over a Brexit deadlock. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer said a divided Conservative Party was propping up Mr. Johnson after he survived the confidence vote, and Liberal Democrat leader Sir Ed Davey said while Mr. Johnson had clung on to power, his reputation is in tatters and his authority is now totally shot. But Downing Street said the result renews the PM's mandate and allows the government to focus relentlessly on the issues that concern our voters. Tory MP and Welsh Secretary Simon Hart told the BBC the Prime Minister has lots to prove, but insisted the result was pretty decisive. You know who, what world leader is also having a hard time right now? His name is Biden. Now they got me doing it. Now the fucking right wing's got me calling him Brandon. Fuck off. Biden scrambles to avoid a Summit of the Americas flop.
Leaders gather at the Summit of the Americas in Los Angeles this week. The focus is likely to veer from policy issues to something Hollywood thrives on, the drama of the red carpet. Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador confirms Monday that he will not show up.
So despite the diplomatic outreach and pleading from the Biden,
Good on you, Obrador.
Fundamentally, I think he just wasn't interested.
López Obrador said it was concerns over the guest list that led him to skip. He wanted Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela to be invited.
The president's principled position is that we do not believe that dictators should be invited.
The Mexican president's
Fuck yeah.
dealing a blow to the event hosted by President Joe Biden and dampens expectations of progress on issues from immigration to the regional economy.
This is kind of a Groundhog Day. It happens periodically that everybody says the U.S. has forgotten.
Ida, welcome.
And the U.S. needs to reassert. No, we have not.
To bolster turnout and avert a flop, Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have been working the phones.
If you're going to host a summit, you need to get your ducks in order, not just days.
Well, you actually have a Summit of the Americas. That's Obrador's position is not unreasonable.
The U.S. is hosting the summit for the first time since its Miami launch in 1994.
It's enormously important. This is an exceedingly rare moment for Latin America. For better or worse, I would say for worse, the United States doesn't consistently pay attention to Latin America, at least not at the level of the president and the Secretary of State.
Oh, they pay attention to it all right, in ways that they can meddle in their affairs, stop populist movements from coming to power, exploit their resources. Fuck off. They pay attention to it. RB, don't mind if I do.
With poor organization evident in the run-up to this year's summit, it'll also be a test of Biden's personal diplomacy.
Biden himself has got to spend a lot of time in a lot of meetings with a lot of leaders, massaging egos, some of which have been bruised in the run-up to this summit.
After the last summit in Peru, in which President Donald Trump didn't even bother to attend, many predicted there was no future for the regional gathering. Tracy Brown, Associated Press.
Crash and burn. Crash and burn. That's sad that 5 die in Flint, Michigan house fire right after I said that. Popped up on the screen. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. It was just a horrid coincidence. U.S. service member is a possible suspect in an attack that wounded 4 troops in Syria. The military has identified a U.S. service member as a possible suspect in an April 7th attack in Syria that injured other American troops, an official said on Monday. The Army Criminal Investigation Division and Air Force Office of Special Investigations are conducting a joint investigation into the incident. I can't make it go away. 4 U.S. service members were evaluated for minor wounds and possible traumatic brain injuries after the military originally reported to be 2 indirect fire rounds hitting the Green Village base in Syria. An Army CID official confirmed in a statement that the service member was being investigated, adding that the person was currently back in the U.S. The official emphasized that at this point, these are just allegations and that any suspects were presumed innocent. The investigation is ongoing, which may or may not develop sufficient evidence to identify a perpetrator or perpetrators and have enough evidence to ensure a conviction in a court of law, the official said. Yes, Ida. Saying that they don't talk to dictators, right as Biden was scheduled to make a visit to Saudi Arabia is fucking hilarious. Hilarious. Now, in fairness, I do believe they have canceled that trip that's not taking place now. But it was gonna happen. Yeah, why the fuck are there still U.S. troops in Syria? That's a very good question. Moving from Syria to Nigeria. Dozens killed in quote-unquote a satanic attack on a Catholic church in Nigeria. A satanic attack. The labeling of it as satanic attack kind of worries me.
Nigeria Index now. Tonight we're learning more about a horrific attack in southwestern Nigeria. Gunmen burst into a Catholic church during Mass, opening fire and detonating explosives. Officials fear more than 50 people may have been killed.
Oh, God.
No group has claimed responsibility, but Nigeria has been facing increased violence from armed gangs. Next, a possible game changer in treating advanced breast cancer. Tonight, the New England...
Well, we spent a whole 20 seconds. Dozens of people, including women and children, were killed in southwestern Nigeria on Sunday when gunmen attacked a church. The bloodshed occurred at St. Francis Catholic Church in the town of Owo in Ondo State, more than 200 miles southwest of Abuja, the Nigerian capital. Did I say it correctly? If it's the Nigerian capital, we should probably look it up. I want to be correct.
Abuja.
Abuja. I wasn't far off. The Nigerian capital. A group of unknown gunmen stormed the church at around 11:30 a.m. local time during a service for Pentecost Sunday, with about 4 of the assailants opening fire inside the building while others shot at worshipers outside. Damn. Health workers at the Federal Medical Center in Owo told ABC News on Monday that at least 35 bodies have been transported to the hospital from the scene of Sunday's attack. They said there was also an urgent need for blood donations. It was the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria that said more than 50 parishioners had died. The gunmen were suspected to be bandits. So, they don't even have any information about it. They're calling it satanic in the headline. That's bullshit. A U.S. official briefed on the situation told ABC News that the attack reportedly began with an explosion outside the church, followed by gunmen shooting sporadically at worshipers inside. Stray bullets also killed passerbys. Apparently they were getting ready to leave church at the time. You think it's oh wow? Could be right because it's only one O. From a shooting in Nigeria to a shooting here in the United States. But this one's not a new one. This is just an update on the one from over the weekend.
Approved warrants for 2 individuals with regard to the incident that took place on South Street this Saturday night. One of those individuals is currently in custody. The other individual is not. I will only give you the name of the individual who is currently in custody. The other I will not. The individual who is currently in custody, his name is Karan.
Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa.
Garner,
Owo makes sense.
He's charged
Thank
with
you, Sky Comet.
offenses, including aggravated assault, 2 counts, and aggravated assault on law enforcement officers, 2 counts as well.
Let's take a look at what the dude actually did. This is video of the altercation. Oh, I'm sorry, RB. We have video of the altercation.
People are injured after this chaos on South Street. 11 of them were shot. A 12th was wounded by broken glass. 3 others are dead tonight. One of those is a man police say fired shots, and the search continues for other shooters. Here's where it all unfolded. This is near the Queen Village neighborhood in Philadelphia. Some of the first shots rang out near 3rd and South. Tonight, we have video provided to us from Philadelphia police. It shows what investigators believe may just have been the start of all of this. A warning, some may find what you're about to watch disturbing. We will
content warning, fuckers.
Video in its entirety. Entirety.
They mad.
And now we are going to break it down for you. Police say the man on the left in that white T-shirt.
That does look like a gun.
From his waistband. He and another guy approach a third person. The 3 begin fighting, as you see. Multiple shots are then fired. The video blurs as people make a run for it. The man in that white T-shirt is now among the dead. Police have laid.
Only here in the U.S. am I like, well, at least they like had beef with somebody. Was it just some random act of violence that was going on? And that's a sad state of affairs. At least some beefing was going on. And just go into a school and slaughter innocent kids. God. What a fucked up world we live in. Right? What a fucked up mind that I have to think that. Some might find that video disturbing. Some might find this video disturbing because you're going to have to look at Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin open to raising the age to own a gun.
Here in Washington, Congress arrives at a do or do nothing.
Possibly an assault weapons ban.
What, if anything, they can legislate about guns, how Americans buy them, or how law enforcement can take them out of the hands of dangerous individuals. Let's get straight up to Capitol Hill and our chief correspondent, Manu Raju. Manu,
what's up?
This is a critical week. Why and where are we?
Yeah, this is the critical week because the Democrats are saying a deal must be close by the end of this week, or they'll simply say that there's simply going to be not enough Republican support in order to overcome a GOP-led filibuster, meaning at least 10 Republicans are needed to join with 50 Democrats on a deal that they have been discussing over the last several days. Among the key contours of the deal is how to deal with state red flag laws, allowing states to take
We have to get rid of the fucking filibuster.
As well as a handful of other issues. And I just caught up with West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, who is a part of these bipartisan talks. And he told me any deal must include those provisions to bolster state red flag laws. And he also called to raise the minimum age to purchase semi-automatic rifles from 18 to 21, even as a number of Republicans object to that idea.
I don't know why. I don't know why that's not perfectly reasonable.
Making sure that the age
18-year-olds are stupid.
Work with that person, see and evaluate and have a little maturity to them. And the second thing is that that we know that the red flag laws do work as long as there's due process.
So you think raising the age from 18 to 21 for all gun purchases?
Well, it's where it is, everything except for rifles and long guns right now, or if it's just for these high capacity weapons. Whatever they want to do, I'm open to doing something
across the board.
Why do you think people even need an AR-15? Do people need one?
I mean,
ban assault weapons.
I never thought I had a need for that type of a high capacity automatic weapon. And I like to shoot. I like to go out and hunt. I like to go.
Well, I mean, it's not an automatic weapon.
But I've never.
That's not what we're talking about here. I know the gun nuts want to get all specific. Fuck off.
Open to the idea of banning assault weapons, AR-15 style weapons. He said he wanted to see the proposal before actually supporting it. Now, that idea of an assault weapons ban will not be part of any final deal because of Republican resistance. So, John, the big question...
Of course.
Red flag laws. Can they agree to increasing the mental health programs here in the United States? Can they expand background checks in some way?
I'm
questions, but I'm
Ida. Okay, Ida. I don't know if you've ever heard me go into this, but like I'm not against. I'm against banning the Senate. I want to get rid of the House of Representatives, and I think we should all log into a program with our social security numbers, and we should all vote as the House of Representatives ourselves and have direct democracy. And then you can have the Senate to slow things down, but you gotta get rid of the filibuster. I'm okay with that. You can have like a set of politicians, and here's a way of doing UBI because you do your job as a member of the House of Representatives, representing yourself. A little dose of direct democracy. That is my prescription. I got some ideas up here. Then you get your salary as a member of the House of Representatives. There's your UBI. Encourages everybody to get involved in the process. And then the Senate will work a hell of a lot more efficiently. Because you don't want a government to be too reactionary. That's the principle behind the Senate. You also need a government that's nimble enough for the time and representative of the people. And we have the only reason we used to send representatives is because we can't all go and sit in one place and vote. It's too big of a country. But now we fucking can. Now we can log on to some social media type program and we can interact with legislation, make changes to it, and vote on it. And the House has power to pass the budget, and the House is the one that can declare war. We take two very important tools away from the military-industrial complex. 0 days since the last mass shooting. I think it would reform the Senate to get rid of the House of Representatives. And the Senate is dealing with what the House does, because I'm looking at it like it's the purpose. The House has the power to impeach. The House has oversight committees. The House is where the power is. I wouldn't be against a parliamentary system, but I'm proposing the best idea to patch up the system that we have. We need to get rid of the Electoral College, get rid of the House of Representatives. We all vote for ourselves. The Senate gets rid of the filibuster. Chapter 11, the federal government. Chapter 11, the Fed. Rid of the Fed. So it would seem that Cuellar, Representative Henry Cuellar, is up in the primary for the House seat in Texas. It is now going to a recount officially. Representative Henry Cuellar's progressive primary opponent is requesting a recount after the centrist Texas congressman finished ahead by just 281 votes. Nationally watched primary runoff between Cuellar and attorney Jessica Cisneros is a key battle in a nationwide struggle between progressives and more establishment Democrats for the soul of their party. The race took on increased national significance after the leak of a draft Supreme Court opinion overturning Roe v. Wade, with Cuellar's pro-life views coming under intense scrutiny. Just under 0.6% of the vote, symbolizing such stark differences for the future in South Texas. I owe it to our community to see this through to the end, Cisneros said in a statement. Under Texas election law, a recount can be requested if the leading candidate's margin of victory is less than 10% of the votes they receive. Cuellar already declared victory last week. I'd like to congratulate Jessica on a hard-fought race and wish her nothing but the best in the future, he said in a statement. Cuellar entered this cycle as one of the most vulnerable incumbents to a primary challenge after Cisneros came within 4 points of him in 2020. He was further endangered by an FBI raid of his house in February, shortly before the blanket primary in which he and Cisneros advanced to a runoff. The race was a clear clash between a progressive and the establishment. Cisneros was endorsed by Bernie Sanders and the Squad, while Cuellar had the support of the top 3 Democrats in House leadership. Because of course he did. Speaking of the Supreme Court leak, apparently we now know more about Amy Coney Barrett's secretive Christian sect. The founder of a Christian sect to which Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett belongs was described in court documents as exerting total control over the group's women and girls. Shocking! Shocking. I have a cat behind me. Come in. Been fucking with the burbs out there on the patio. The founder of a Christian sect to which Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett belongs was described in court documents as exerting total control over the groups of women and girls. A sworn affidavit filed by a former member in the 1990s described a sexualized atmosphere in the home of People of Praise founder Kevin Ragahan and his wife Dorothy Ragahan, where Barrett stayed while attending law school at Notre Dame. It alleges instances of abuse and inappropriate sexual behavior reported by The Guardian. When I was part of the People of Praise, I was in full submission to Kevin Ragahan, and this is not shocking at all. This is not shocking at all.
You live in sexual anarchy?
Under full obedience to him, and he exercised his authority over most areas of my life, wrote former member Colette Humphrey, who supported the claims in the affidavit. For example, we were in common financially, which meant that I had to hand over my paycheck to Kevin Renagahan. Kevin Renagahan. Renagahan. I think I said it right that time. And he would decide on how that paycheck would be used. Kevin Renagahan controlled my dating relationships, deciding who and when I should date. The original affidavit was submitted in 1993 by a woman named Cynthia Karnick, who said she did not want her 5 children to have visitations with their father, John Roger Karnick, who was then a member of the People of Praise at the Renagahans, or in their presence. Karnick stated that she had witnessed Dorothy Renaghan I don't apologize for fucking your sick names up. Tying the arms of two of her daughters, then 2 and 5 years old, to their crib with a necktie. She also said they practiced sexual displays in front of the children and other adults, saying that she saw Dorothy Renagahan lying with her clothes on and rocking on top of her husband in their TV room. That just sounded like they got a little frisky. Barrett, 50, lived in the Renagahans' 9-bedroom home in South Bend. It sounds like a cult. It's just a cult. It's every other fucking cult that there's ever culted before. Ranigan? You might be right, RB. Ranigan. But Renagahan is funnier, don't you think? Oh shit. We'll call ourselves this because nobody can say it. Good way to stay under the radar. I'd be right, Mox. Oh shit. The Proud Boys. Enrique Tarrio and other Proud Boys indicted on seditious conspiracy charges. Oh fucking shit. Renagahan. I can't. I'm too high for this shit. Enrique Tarrio and 4 other members of the Proud Boys have been indicted by a federal grand jury on new seditious conspiracy charges related to January 6th. Tarrio, who has twice been ordered detained pending trial, faces a superseding indictment along with Ethan Nordine, Joseph Biggs, Zachary Ray, and Dominique Pizzolo. Tarrio was previously charged in a conspiracy case. The indictment alleges that Tarrio was aware of discussions around a plan to storm the Capitol on January the 6th, 2021, and was involved in discussions about occupying buildings, including Capitol complex buildings. Members of the right-wing Oath Keepers organization were previously indicted on seditious conspiracy charges. The new indictment marks the first time the charges have been brought against members of the Proud Boys. The superseding indictment notes that Tarrio and Stuart Rhodes, the former head of the Oath Keepers, met in an underground garage on January 5th. Tarrio communicated with the person about a plan to occupy crucial buildings in Washington, including House and Senate office buildings, with as many people as possible to show our politicians we the people are in charge. Tarrio told the person he was not playing games. The indictment alleges the person was not named. Proud Boys members further discussed storming the Capitol in an online chat. The indictment alleges, what would they do if 1 million patriots stormed the Capitol building? Shoot into the crowd? I think not. Another person, described as person 3 in the indictment, wrote in a chat on January the 3rd. They would do nothing because they can do nothing. They did do nothing. They were right. If they had been more competent, they probably would have succeeded. The indictment offers new details about what Tarrio was doing on January 6th, including new messages that he exchanged with an unnamed person that night. Brother, you know we made this happen. I'm so proud of my country today. The unnamed person wrote, according to the indictment. I know, Tarrio replied. The unnamed person then responds with 1776, reference to the U.S. Revolution, and a profanity. The Winter Palace. Tarrio responded, referring to the Russian Revolution, according to the indictment. Dude, did we just influence history? The person responded later, before Congress had returned to certify the election results. Let's see how this plays out, Tarrio replied. according to the indictment. I mean, he's one of 5 in the Proud Boys charged with seditious conspiracy, and then it was 4 in the Oath Keepers, I believe, that have been charged with seditious conspiracy. I mean, Michael Cohen says, like, it's going to go all the way up to Trump. Impeachment lawyer tells Michael Cohen Trump will be indicted by the DOJ. Michael Cohen spoke with former impeachment lawyer Norm Eisen on his Mea Culpa podcast this week about some of the findings in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol and the attempt to overthrow the election. Cohen began by saying that for years Donald Trump has gotten away with everything and without consequences. First on the list of campaign lawbreaking was him paying off Stormy Daniels under the table. He also recalled the plot by Trump and the Justice Department to silence Cohen if they let him out of prison on house arrest during the pandemic. Cohen was told that he couldn't give interviews or publish a book, which a judge ultimately agreed was a violation of his First Amendment rights. Cohen and his lawyers filed a Freedom of Information Act request asking for information involving this decision in the Trump administration. Trump then tried to stop the publishing of Cohen's book. 2018, American Oversight filed their own FOIA request asking about details involving Cohen. Reps Ted Lieu and Hakeem Jeffries also sent a letter to the Office of the Inspector General on July 24, 2020, asking for information on the decision to try and restrict Cohen's movements. Years after the letter and nearly a year since Cohen's FOIA request, the former Trump lawyer said that he got a letter saying that there are no documents. Raw Story reached out to Reps Lieu and Jeffries in December of 2021 to ask if there was any movement on their 2020 letters. I don't understand what does. Okay, here we go. I do think that Merrick Garland is going to. Well, there's already signs that they're working their way up the ladder, said Eisen, citing the indictment of Peter Navarro for refusing to comply with the subpoena. Cohen asked why they even need Navarro after they were able to collect over 2,300 text messages exchanged with Mark Meadows on January 6th and the lead up to it. By the way, we will totally be doing a live broadcast of Thursday night. That should be fun. Who knows how long that will go on. But yeehaw, motherfuckers. Yippee-ki-yay. Eisen said that he doesn't agree and that one can't judge the DOJ by looking at the FOIA case for Cohen. Here's Smokey. Let's come up here and sit. He has been very clingy today. Hi, Smokey. Yeah, buddy, I know. Thursday should be a lot of fun. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's infuriating. I'm doing something, buddy. I'm doing something. I'll work around you. Yes. Yes, sir. Garland is a man of integrity, Eisen said. I believe that the career prosecutors are investigating these cases. They're going to take a hard look because the evidence substantiates the existence of federal crimes against Trump or those around him, and if it does, they're going to make a recommendation. He's not going to play politics. Meanwhile, we have Elon Musk attacking the DOJ. Well, they are always late when they say shit like that. Like, they fucking, if they say it's gonna, like, go till, like, 11 o'clock, if they've got it blocked off till 11 o'clock, it's probably gonna go to 1 o'clock. Because they slow as fuck. But we'll stick with it to 11 o'clock. Elon Musk is taking aim at the DOJ and the media with questions about Jeffrey Epstein's client list. Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk suggested his list of enemies is too short, and as the reason for a tweet that questioned why the client list of Jeffrey Epstein has not been leaked by the Department of Justice. Hold on, I've got something. Elon, I support you in your quest to get the client list. Maybe can we file FOIA requests? Can we, you got some fucking power. Can you make that shit happen? Maybe you've got some kind of inside knowledge, possibly. Just given the fact that this exists, I would assume you know something about his client list. That's just not a coincidence that this exists. He says she photobombed him. But now you guys all know it's usually projection with these people. In December, Maxwell was found guilty of sex trafficking in connection to her business dealings with Epstein. By the way, Prince Andrew is a pedophile. I always refer to him as Prince. Oh, fucking, there's the photo. It's in the story. Musk, here's the tweet. Ah, yes, Maxwell photobombed me at a Vanity Fair Oscars party. You should them why they invited her. The same people who pushed this photo say nothing about prominent people who actually went to his island a dozen times. Very strange. No, I do. I just did it, Prince pedophile. I just fucking did what you said I don't do. I'm on to all of you. The DOJ has faced scrutiny over leaks and investigations concerning classified information connected to reporters and opponents of former President Donald Trump. We're reading from the Washington Examiner. That's why that said that. Elon Musk is also trying to back out of his commitment to acquire Twitter, just like I said he would. Asserts his right not to buy Twitter. Elon has a right not to commensate. Not to consummate. Not consummate his acquisition of Twitter. A right to terminate the merger agreement, according to a letter from his lawyer to the Twitter General Counsel. But J.J. Gad sent on Monday morning. Well, Musk has been tweeting about the deal being on hold for a while. This is his first formal legal suggestion that his agreement to buy Twitter is anything other than legally watertight. The letter from Musk is ostensibly about a dispute over data. Musk wants Twitter to provide him with information that will help him facilitate his evaluation of spam and fake accounts on the company's platform. As I understand it, it's his responsibility to do due diligence. It doesn't fall on Twitter, you dolt. And what do I know about business? I'm not even the CEO of a company. I didn't even have blood emeralds that I could pay for being the CEO of a company with. Apartheid Claude. Israelis. Oh, it wasn't Israel. I'm sorry. I apologize. I kind of thought it was odd that the country of Israel was suing Paramount, but it's actually Israelis. I'm very tired. Are suing Paramount over Top Gun's Maverick. The lawsuit seeks unspecified damages, including some profits from Top Gun Maverick, and to block Paramount from distributing the movie or further sequels. The family of the Israeli author whose article inspired the 1986 Tom Cruise movie Top Gun on Monday sued Paramount Pictures for copyright infringement over this year's blockbuster sequel, Top Gun Maverick. I am not a fan of Tom Cruise, and I've not watched Top Gun Maverick. Is it any good? Should I watch it? According to a complaint filed in Los Angeles federal court, the Paramount Global unit failed to reacquire the rights to Iyad Unai's 1983 article Top Guns from his family before releasing the derivative sequel. Josh Yonye and Yuval Yonye, who live in Israel and are respectively Ud's widow and son, said Paramount deliberately ignored that the copyright reverted to them in January of 2020, thumbing its nose at federal copyright law. Paramount said in a statement, "These claims are without merit. We will defend ourselves vigorously." The lawsuit seeks. I'm always for the creator and the creator's estate usually when it comes to their works against the companies, because like fuck companies. Fuck Paramount. I've got cats all around me. Something's going on. They're plotting. The lawsuit seeks unspecified damages, including some profits from Top Gun Maverick, and to block Paramount from distributing the movie or further sequels. Is it really the biggest hit of the year? It's the year's biggest box office hit, generating $291 million in North America and $548 million globally. I remember a time where, like, you know, that wouldn't be considered like the biggest hit of the year. I mean, like, if it's streaming, I'll find out how to watch it. I'll make that happen. Arg. Unfortunately, Kyle Rittenhouse isn't going to be able to get the education that he probably sorely needs. Another university denies Rittenhouse was admitted after he says he's going. Yeah, a hard pass on Pentagon-funded propaganda films. Apparently that movie has a lot of influence. Especially like if you use like the U.S. military and you want access to their shit, like the military gets like producers credit. They get to fucking veto shit. And it turns out, you know, just being fucking pro-U.S. propaganda bullshit. But also, I'll watch a movie like that in 4K with the surround sound, you know. Dun, 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 dun. I used to play that fucking video game all the goddamn time when I was a kid on the NES. We had a nickel for every time controversy erupted after Kyle Rittenhouse claimed to be a college student. We'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. This is the Daily Beast writing this. On Sunday, a Texas A&M spokesperson clarified that Rittenhouse, the 19-year-old who was acquitted last year of charges related to his fatal shooting of 2 men and injury of a third during 2020's racial justice protests, had not been admitted as a student this summer or fall. Applications for the spring 2023 semester do not open until August. Rittenhouse had made the disputed claim of Aggie status in a Friday appearance on the Charlie Kirk Show. He told the conservative radio host, having donned an A&M baseball cap, "It's going to be awesome, beautiful campus, amazing people, amazing food." Well, why is he sounding like Trump? Beautiful campus, amazing people, amazing food. Last November, Arizona State University became the first institution of higher learning to distance itself from Rittenhouse. Smokey is kicking me at the moment. I'm all fucked up. I can't even give you a shot of him. You looking all cute too. What you doing, buddy? He's definitely stretched out. Can you let me finish this? We're close. We're close. I don't think Rittenhouse should be denied the opportunity to go to a school, but like, dude, you need to lay low for a little bit. You probably need to take some online classes or go to like a local community college up there in Wisconsin somewhere. You don't need to be trying to like, go on Charlie Kirk's show like, I'm going to Texas A&M, yuck, 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 and creating a PR nightmare for a college. You need to lay fucking low, you stupid fuck. God damn right weird. Somebody suggested that, I think it was in the chat earlier, that he should probably just run for office as a Republican because they fucking love him. Like, that's probably his best course of action, but I don't think he's very bright. Politicians, like, if you meet a good politician, like, you'll be like, that's why you're a politician. You got that, like, fucking, it's like a sociopathy. It's a psychotic behavior. Hey, Smokey. They're like, the sly, cunning ones that are slick and shit. Charismatic. Dude. Like a lot of the really good politicians will remember people's names. Like, you meet somebody once at some, shake their hands, and then you see them 2 or 3 years later and remember their name. That sticks with them, and they will vote for you the rest of their goddamn lives. And that's one of these fucking psychopathic behaviors they exhibit that allows them to be politicians. I've seen it fucking firsthand. Like, I get it now. I get why you're successful, especially like when I'm from Eastern Kentucky. I was doing local news, interacting with, I thought our congressman was incredibly unremarkable, but like he would remember shit about you. Like when next time you'd see him, he would like, ask you about something in your family, or ask you like, I don't remember what it was with me, or whatever. Like I don't like, but like they have that personal connection with people. And like it's not sincere, but like fucking people eat it the fuck up. Oh my god. RB, I ordered groceries today. I should have got some ice cream. I thought about getting some Oreos. I eat Oreos in like a bowl of milk. I eat them like they're cereal. Alright, I teased it earlier. Tell me this ain't the fucking cutest fucking video. This is a monkey wearing pants. He's feeding like a burrito. He's feeding like a burrito or some kind of corn husk, or maybe, I don't even know. Is that a tamale? It's a monkey wearing pants. Oh, and he's hugging the baby. Oh, the monkey and the puppy are friends. Maybe it's some kind of fruit I don't know about. Oh, now they're play fighting. They're gonna wrestle a little bit. Damn, that monkey taking that puppy. Oh my god, Curiouser isn't into the monkey feeding the puppy? What? They're friends. He's wearing little pants. What the hell? He just wrestled around with the dog. How is that not awesome? Oh, see, they're buddies. Oh, that puppy loves him. Also, apparently he feeds the puppy a lot. Oh, he's like, no, 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 this is mine. Why would it kill its family for making it? It even cut out a little hole for its tail. Oh my god. That monkey probably lives the high life. Hey, it's biting that dog's crotch. Yeah, no wonder the puppy didn't like that at all. I'm sorry, I didn't know this needed a content warning. This is the best video I've ever watched. This is the best fucking video I've ever watched. Ever in my life. Guys, I might just do a stream. This is like a 3-minute video. I might just do a stream where we just sit and watch this video on a loop for an hour. This is the fucking look at this little monkey. Oh, it's giving it kisses. Oh, maybe it's biting its neck. What? How am I a moron? Why's everybody always wanting to cancel Justin? It's a monkey play fighting with a puppy. How does it doesn't get better than that. And the monkey's wearing pants. They cut a little hole in the pants for its tail. At the beginning it was feeding a puppy like it's like a tamale or something. The monkey was feeding the puppy a tamale. And it is a puppy. Like that can't be like a year old. What kind of puppy is that? Is that like a Labrador or some shit? He looks like he's 6 months, 7 months, 8 months or some shit. There have been cats all over me tonight. Do you want to see Socks? He's right fucking here. I can grab him and pick him up. He won't like that. He won't like that. But he's right here. Smokey been up in my business most of the fucking stream. There's been a plethora of cats. The last graphic I activated was Smokey going meow. Plenty of cat content. I never disappoint when it comes to cat content. Nobody has redeemed Show a Kitty over here. You want to make an appearance, Socks? He looks very comfy. Oh shit. Here's a Mr. Socks. Hi, Mr. Socks. Hi, Mr. Socks. He's just hanging out now. He over here. He chilling. Yeah, I don't allow links. It's just like the auto mod. So like fucking right-wingers will come in here and like spam like fucking cozy.tv, blah 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 blah. It's fucked up. That's why I cut the loop, mainly to filter out spam. And you would get porn content from YouTube if I didn't filter out the links. I'm just petting the side. They've all been up in my shit. What we doing? The history of indoor scramblers? What?
Tiankang.
I'm too sleepy. I was getting ready to go dump everybody in another room because Justin's gonna eat and probably pass out. Yeah, the ride, the Scrambler. Guys, if you're watching on Twitch, eating. So I'm gonna try to like play some video games or something, but that's probably not gonna happen. I'm probably gonna eat, get high, and I will fall asleep. We're gonna head over to Freems if you're watching on Twitch. Go ahead, light one up, tip one back. It's alright to have a little fun before you hit the sack. I'm Justin FREAKIN. We'll see you tomorrow night on the Troll Patrol live.